The United States is the second largest democracy in the world by total voter count. India is the country ranked first, and Indonesia is third. It is also the most powerful power today in terms of political, economic, and military aspects. The United States is known for its complex and distinct political structure from other countries, as well as its decentralization of powers in many agencies and institutions. This video discusses the most important and influential center of power in U.S. politics. There are three branches of government, that is executive, legislative, and judicial.
Firstly, the executive branch. This branch of the government is headed by the president, who acts as a head of state in diplomatic relations and is the commander-in-chief for all U.S. armed forces. The president is responsible for deploying and enforcing laws written by the National Assembly. Moreover, he appoints the heads of federal agencies, including the cabinet, to ensure the law is enforced. The vice president is also part of the executive branch, who must be ready to undertake the position of president if any is required. Also, the next person to succeed if the current president dies or becomes incapacitated while in office, or there is an impeachment process.
There are 15 federal executives established in Ford and listed than those as the administrative of the president. The executive department creates a advisor for the president. The head of the department are called secretaries, appointed by the president and kept after being confirmed by the Senate. This position is also included in the presidential list in the case of a defective position during the presidential term, after the vice president, chairman of the House of Representatives, and the Senate president.
This is the White House. It's also its presidential place. It's a place of work of president in the U.S.
About legislative branch, every society needs law. In the United States, the law is given to the National Assembly. The National Assembly is divided into two groups, the Senate and the House of Representatives, with members both from each state. The Senate consists of two senators for each state. The House of Representatives is based on a population, a total of 435 members. The structure of the two institutes is the biggest debate during the Constitutional Conference. By dividing the representative and based on the scale, the national guarantees each state has a voice in the federal government.
the judicial branch, it is possible to say that the US law is like a complicated carpet woven through history, because sometimes they are vague and sometimes they are very specific and confusing. The federal judicial system must be arranged through this legal network and decide what is constitutional and not donated. The judicial branch is made up of the U.S. Supreme Court, consisting of 9 members. The highest level is the Chief Justice of the United States. Members of the Supreme Court were appointed by the incumbent president when empty. The Senate must approve a person who is nominated for the majority of votes. Each judicial member serves a lifetime, although they may resign or be impeached.
If a case is opposed outside the district court, it will move to the Supreme Court for a final decision.